Hey guys.
I always want to remember bring a towel. I don't know. Hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday, the day before St. Patty's Day.
They say St. Patrick's Day Eve.
Yes. Pre St. Patty's Day, if you will. We went out to check out a ale house in Alabama that we're doing a special menu for St. Patty's Day. And it was alright.
You win some and you lose some whenever you try a new place. So.
This is true. I got that song. Why?
You can pull it.
You say that.
I got something away.
Things go fine. Just pull it. I don't think you want me to.
Link, you need to calm down.
Everybody needs to calm down. Birds need to calm down. Link's gotta calm down. Dogs gotta calm down. You gotta calm down.
Okay. Maybe everybody is out celebrating.
Maybe. Jealous. Blue, stop licking. Stop. Blue, I mean it. Stop. Says we have two, but I don't know who the other person is. Now we're up to three.
Well, one of those people is you, probably. So.
Well, yeah, I know that. Hello, lurkers. We appreciate y'all too. What's up, Zach?
Hey, Zach.
I can show you your knives. Oh, that's not all of it.
But you showed it to him already.
Have I?
I think so.
Well, if I have, then you already know. But yeah, that's only a part of it. Hold on. And we have more patches. But let me go grab your knife. So both of these guys are the Sign Plus. Zach said hi to you.
Hey, Zach.
So first you have the green dyed maple. This is 5160. Second, you have the like oranges and pinks, also 5160, same model. Think both of them click in nicely. With this guy, there's a little bit of a thumb um, push, I guess, on the Kydex. Whereas this one, when I was doing it, you still get a little bit, but it doesn't come over the handle. One's got copper pins. One has brass pins. So yeah, like I said, you and Zach are the only two people that have this model yet. So I have to make more. I don't even have a template, but I have pictures with measurements, so it's fine. But we'll try and get those out tomorrow with your folder, and then I'm gonna throw in some extra gifts with it because I'm a nice guy. And yes, I know you already have the license plate patch. Yeah, I guess you would say it's the exact Zach exclusive. Hey, Dopey.
Zach exclusive.
Glad to see you made it home okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had a chance to check the rest of those knives, Dopey? I feel so bad.
They're all
it's not going to be all of them, but oh yeah, of course, man. That's what we do. When people take care of us, we try and take care of them. It's a terrible business model. But if I wanted to start a small business to make money, it would have not been knife making. So, oh, I got you, man. So, did you go home and then leave, or did you just ride around?
You probably just rode around.
But in the whole not making money uh, vein, I've got some really cool material coming. I got you.
People to you.
Oh, it's our fault.
Hey, Paul.
Blue, stop.
Why is there a haircut?
It is Monday tomorrow. It's also St. Patty's Day tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
So I've got black olive multicolored G10 coming. This arcade pattern, which is really sick. They're saying this is multicolored stripes. It's essentially a Mexican blanket. Black dark red multicolored G10. Then I got liners. Then I got this moon glow shredded carbon fiber. And then I've got a bunch of random pin rods. So pin stock. So should be pretty cute. And then all the random stuff that I got from the knife show. So I got stuff for all. Plus I have more maple, dyed maple. Yeah, I think so. I'm excited about that arcade and that Mexican blanket.
He said I'm so mad I got to put in the G.
You were close, dude. Closer than what I would have done. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't really want a Guinness shirt. No, I haven't started yet. I will probably start either tomorrow or Tuesday. As soon as I get like a profile, well,
Well, let's say probably not Tuesday.
I
Do
mean,
it
yeah,
Tuesday
yeah,
afternoon.
Tuesday afternoon. So what I'm gonna do is I've got to take a piece of leaf spring steel, and then I have to forge it thinner. And at the point that I forge it thinner and I get a profile going, as soon as I get the profile cut up and profiled, I'll send you a picture. So after that, it'll be a pretty quick process. Let me know when you start, then I can tell them to get on. Yeah, I got you. I was hopefully, blah, 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 blah. I was hoping to start today, but time got away from us. So I get it going. Don't worry. You gave me money. I got to get it done. Worked too hard over the last 6 years to have like a good name that I don't like screw people over. So not gonna mess that up now. Didn't particularly want to get a shirt, but I figured a shirt at Walmart is like 10, $20. So yeah, fair enough. How much was that Guinness, by the way? Did I have a stain on my shirt that I didn't realize? I'm seeing like a shadow. I'm like, ugh.
I don't really see anything. Could just be a shadow.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I, I wore green today.
Yeah, same.
Also had a cabbie hat from Boston Scally Company. Nice. That's awesome.
Be careful, Dopey. Drive safe.
I didn't look there. See,
Gotta start driving later.
be careful, man.
Don't run over any hobos.
I have to look. Yeah, I wish I had some pictures of the stuff that I picked up at the Ohio show. I picked up some curly maple, ironwood, uh, spalted maple, redwood lace burl, and then
Bogwood.
yeah, bog oak,
That's right.
and then I picked up some random like resin patterns. That there's a girl that goes to that show that I get material from her all the time. She's really good with like poured resin, and so it's got like all different colors and stuff. I've got the two that I picked up this time. It was like black and teal, and then it was like teal and white and silver, and like metal flake in it. It looks really cool. Is Carly getting off? I think the hobos are safe. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing. I guess while you're on here, I can show you what I did with your folder. I mean, I already showed you, but yeah, I was talking about it today with Dopey. Yeah, you're solid now. No wiggle. It's actually really funny because Dopey was talking to me about a buddy of his that wanted to get a lefty from me, and I was like, I don't know if I have any left, and I found one. And there was so much like hustle and bustle with the show that we had in Huntsville. I gave Dopey some more knives to anodize for me, and he's like, "Now none of those are lefties, right?" And I was like, "No, there's not." Well, he picked one out for himself to anodize, and it happened to be a lefty. He was like, "Dude, look at this," and I was like, "Shit, my bad." I was like, "I'll get you another righty. It's fine." Nice. That's awesome. V2, if I can ever get it going, has thumb studs. I think that I have a picture that I can show the V2. Thought I did anyway. Ah, there it is. So this is the V2. So instead of the thumb disc, it will be an actual thumb stud. We've changed it from this rendering. And then the G10 back spacer will have a lanyard hole. Also, there is a cutout on both sides of the G10 for a reversible pocket clip. So it'll be a lefty and a righty all in one. So whatever you need, whatever you want, good to go. Everything, all the hardware is blacked out. Um, but that is the old version. I don't know if I sent you the newer version. Thought I did. Maybe I have it saved somewhere. I don't remember. Aha. There we go. Thumb stud, reversible pocket clip. And I'm going to talk with them to see if I can get more of that blade inside the frame. But yeah, there she is in all of her glory. Appreciate it, man. I know that flipper tabs are not everybody's cup of tea. So I wanted to do thumb studs for some people that don't like flipper tabs. People are still going to complain because there's only one form of deployment. That's all you need. I'm not making fidget toys and tools. I'm making knives that cut. So I'll be even more silent because dishes and making dinner. What you making? I didn't say anything about dessert. I said what's for dinner. It sounds delicious. Nice.
I made a loaded potato soup for dinner.
Oh yeah, she did. Woo! Oh,
Did not make dessert. So
but the jar sauce is so good. Ooh, nice. Breakfast beef with my crust of beef and chorizo. Damn, Falk. Oh,
When I'm home, there's no need for that crap. Nice, Satis. And then she corrected it. Wah wah.
Chewy.
Sounds like it. He's probably got his avocado. Satis outlaw.
Wah, wah. It used to be the daddest. Now I'm just sad.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, Brian?
Choo choo.
Say, hey, Brian, I don't know if you caught this or not, but Valley Composites, they're out of China. It's going to be a little bit before I get my stuff. Didn't know they were out of China. I don't care that they're out of China, but it's like, dang it, it's going to take like a month.
Yep. My kids grew up. Just had it.
So the only reason why I'm telling you that, Brian, is if you do order from Valley Composites, it's going to take a minute. So hopefully it's nothing you need like immediately. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I didn't realize that. I was like, that shipping seems kind of high. And then I was like, oh, it's got to go through customs.
Because you got to pay those tariffs, too.
I mean, if people would make cool shit in the U.S., then it wouldn't be a big deal. And hey, I'm just trying to see taxes go away for anybody making less than 150,000. So,
yeah,
do what you gotta do, Daddy Dong. Better yet, I have a better idea. I have a more American idea. Get rid of the IRS. Take it out. It's unconstitutional. I'm pretty sure. And that was a decent Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Fire them all. Fire them all.
Just say you're fired.
You're fired. I'm the president. I can do that. He said, I like it. Good impression. Yeah, I get it to where it comes out really good sometimes, and I'm like, okay, I can't let this go. And then there's other times where it's just like throwing shit up against the wall. It's like, well, that was a nice attempt. Total failure. No. What I would really like to get down, and I've tried and I've tried, and it's the same thing. It's like once in a while I can get it, but it's to where he gets frustrated and like with his voice while still doing his normal voice. So it's like he gets really excited, but his throat like contracts. I can't do it. I've done it a couple times, but like it's not great. It's not good.
And then left it.
She's like, I have to tear it up. I have to get to that avocado.
She started to tear it up already. Like, just there's a little piece of.
I have to get to that avocado so I can deport it.
I mean, also, it probably is an illegal cactus. Its name is Consuelo.
Probably. Hey, what's up, Starling? Yeah, it's not even so much for the fact of like we need less taxes. So there's no laws on the books for taxes. And that's the thing that frustrates me so much is you can't find any legal law for people to pay taxes. But if you don't pay your taxes, you get butt fucked
And go to jail.
and go to jail, unless you have a fuck ton of money and then you just pay somebody and it's fine. So it's like, well, first off, that's not legal. That's issue number one. Issue number two is the Federal Reserve is not federal; it's private. That's issue number two. Issue number three is back in 1919. It was like late 1910s, early 1920s when they started out on taxes. It was 1%, and it was only like the top 10% that were paying the 1%. And then they figured, oh fuck, we can make a fuck ton of money if we just tax the shit out of them. Mm-hmm. And it got worse and worse and worse and worse. Now it's gotten to the point where people that pay taxes with, especially with the middle class, between payroll taxes, consumption tax, your license, your registration, your property tax, we're taxed at about 53%. Fuck all the way off. No. I would like to come up, not stay poor.
I got a bonus from work, which is nice because we get quarterly bonuses, but it's taxed at like 35, 40%. Yeah. So, because it's a bonus. So that makes me really sad.
So at least like I'm willing to go into like a middle ground. Like no taxes below somebody who's makes $150,000 or less. Because then that stimulates the economy. And also helps out the middle and lower class. Probably take a lot of people off of what's the nice way to say this? Government help. Because they would actually be able to save some money and buy some stuff and like move up. But yeah, it's the taxing upon getting taxed upon getting taxed upon getting taxed is bullshit, and it's terrible.
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
I saw my bonus for this because our Q4 bonuses are always like the biggest bonus that we get, and it's like super sad to see like what it is before taxes and then how much they take out and what it is after taxes, and that's like, oh, I just want to cry now. I mean, like I'm thankful that we get bonuses, so like I can't complain too much, but it still sucks.
A podcaster say that no taxes below 150K would be amazing. Mm-hmm. He's like, it would even be better if we did anything below 75K, no taxes, or anything. Well, drop it down from 150 to 75.
Oh, but kick me out then.
Yeah, I know. But well, no, what he said doesn't make any damn sense because you have more people that would benefit off of the 150K.
Yeah.
Maybe he was saying at the 150K spot, like it would potentially have damaging effects on the economy, supply and demand issues, because there would be so many people trying to stimulate the economy, quote unquote. So maybe that's what he was saying is 75K would be better because then it wouldn't cause supply chain issues. People wouldn't have the stuff where people could buy it. But I'm not an economist. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not either. I just don't like to pay taxes, but I do it anyway.
What I do know, IRS, highly illegal. Highly. Sometimes get a bonus. Samesies. I usually only get like a Christmas bonus. And it's nowhere near the ballpark of what Alina usually gets for her quarterly bonus. Yeah, I mean that's another issue.
Yeah. house prices here are average about $450,000. But obviously, like there's a lot of houses that are over that. So
And it all depends on where it's at in Tennessee.
yeah,
So, like, you get a house that's for 450,000 close to Nashville, it's going to be a shithole. Franklin, 450,000 will get you a shack,
maybe a cardboard box.
maybe. But where we live about an hour south of Nashville. So, on average, to get some land, and may not be a great house, it may be okay, but you get some land like anywhere from like 4 to 6 is average price. Now we bougie, so we've been looking at some like nicer houses, and it's
The house I really want is $700,000, and I was like, I wish we could afford.
I wish
that,
we could afford it.
No way. There's just no way.
Like it's one of those things where it's like everything's pretty much done. The house is in good shape. It's what, 20 acres
On Cherry Corner
Yeah.
Road. So it's 15 acres.
15 acres. So a good amount of land.
A shop.
Like wrap it up.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I have $3.
been on the market for a while. I'm sure we could talk them down.
Not down enough to where we could afford it.
I will give you 4.
Parents bought a house in a small town in Washington for $485. Just appraised at $885.
Yep.
Yeah, I can believe it.
What's up, BC?
ABC.
Yeah, our home, which is nothing crazy. Like I said, we live an hour south of Nashville. We live in a little town to where we don't even have a grocery store. Our house when we bought it was appraised for 2.
Yep.
It's worth, I think, just shy of 4 right now. But we've also added a garage. I say garage loosely. It's a prefab metal building on a pad, but it still counts as a garage. So that's helped us. But I mean, at one point, 2 years ago, our house was worth like over 500.
Yeah,
But
prices were way
here's the
inflated.
thing: everything was way inflated. So it's like, well, we're just swapping mortgages, and we're gonna have a higher interest rate. Why?
Yeah.
Now there's a property that I want to know more information about. Afraid to see the condition of the house, because that house got to be in poor condition.
Yeah.
Just judging by the outside of the property.
And also don't like how it's just like you have a little bit of land and then it's all like.
Well, I don't know how the land goes.
I don't either, but I don't like that because it's like, well, that's not really usable.
You have,
like you said, you'd have to like dig into it.
I know.
And
put up retaining walls and all that. I know, I get it.
It's just more money. That's all I hear.
But we wouldn't have a mortgage.
I mean, we would because
we would not have a mortgage
because of all the money we'd have to put into that.
Oh no, we would have to take out like home equity loan or something like that at some point. Construction loan. But we would own the land. That's the difference. It's not like, oh, the bank owns the property, and it's like, well, no, put a loan against the land, but we would still own the land. We would owe somebody some money. I get that, but at least for a little time, we could say no mortgage.
Also, you don't technically own the land, so
that's a whole nother conversation. Have a home picked out, little town, Idaho, 6-bedroom, 3-bath one. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Hurry back.
That's a big house for that price too. Like, what's wrong with it?
It's in Idaho. Yeah, I don't even know how big. I don't think it's a very big house that's on this plot of land, and it's like 7 acres. I want to say it's like 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 3-bedroom, 1-bath.
It's 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's not a very big house. It's smaller than what we have now.
It's like 1,100 square feet or something like that,
like 1196 or something like that. Like it's small.
But the house was built in 1946, and if the condition of the land is any indication on what the inside of that house is going to look like,
tear it down.
God dang.
Just tear it down.
I do.
He said it's surrounded by potato fields. You'll never go hungry.
It worked once for us.
But they're like asking 140.
I'm sure we could talk them down to 120.
We'll probably talk them down, but we're like, did someone die in this house
Yeah.
too? It's a little suspicious.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot going on with the property.
I was curious, so we drove past it.
But did you see that the house is on spring water?
Mm-mm. Maybe I did and forgot about it.
Bonus.
Yeah, they have all these like makeshift buildings on the property, and they built a wall, like a stone wall, and they have a sign on it that says "the wall." And I'm like, oh god, this is like redneck Riviera.
Yeah, there's a big what's the word for it? Ditch, but that's not the right word.
Ravine.
Yeah, there's like a ravine between the road and the property that starts out like pretty small and then it gets massive. So it's like, well, that'll have to be fixed if it's part of the property. But and part of it where it's the deepest is part of the property because there's a building there, but there's like the back building and then like a little makeshift road and then the shop itself has like 3 shops attached on one side and then like 2 on the other.
It's like
but they're not connected.
It's made from like a bunch of different random materials.
like he started out as like having one shop and then he was like, I'm gonna build onto it and built on a shop with shit he had in the shop. And he was like, well, that's not big enough. Let's do it again. So he built a third one out of shit out of that second shop. I don't even know the story of the shop that's next to it. I don't know what's inside. I don't know. I don't know the condition, but like the house, I'm sure is awful on the inside.
That's what's that.
But I mean, it would probably turn into my shop, honestly.
The house.
Yeah. Well, unless we decided to do a barn down, but it's like, where would we put it?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you have this little sliver of land that's flat, and the rest of it is up.
Oh, nice.
Anyways, having some land is our goal, but we either have to make more money so we can afford more, or
I mean,
settle for something that is.
We also have to make it
crappy.
We also have to make it make sense, and there is such a thing as sweat equity. So,
well, yeah, I guess
we take a property that we bought for $120,000, turn it into 3 or 4. What, depending on what we do and how we do it, you never know. We would have 2 neighbors, technically 3.
The house is on the top of the hill.
I think that's off of a different road.
Okay.
But yeah, the people's house that we turned in the driveway.
Yeah.
And then
there's the other house.
And then there's a house at the beginning of the road. That's it. There's only 3 houses on that road.
There was a house.
No.
Pond. There was that pond. There was a house up here, and the house that we turned around in, and there's a house on top of the hill.
That's off of a different road.
But it's still up there.
No, I get that. But I'm saying off of our road, it was like 3 neighbors.
There was the other house. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 houses, 5 including the property.
Oh, rather than living in a neighborhood. And we're the second to last house on that road, so if anybody other than him is driving down the road, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I would like to. I want us to have some land just in general, but I would like to dip my toe into homesteading a little bit, like not go full homesteader, not yet at least, but like
ease into it.
Get a couple chickens, maybe a couple goats. Nothing crazy, manageable. It's like I make knives and have other hobbies, so it's like I don't want to dedicate my entire time to
get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to take care of all the animals.
No, absolutely. I'm sure you get used to it though. Like you get up at the same time each day and then go to bed at the same time each day. Like I always thought it'd be cool just because like I don't know, your priorities and your priorities change like as you get older. But like I told her a couple years ago, I was like, I could be a farmer. She was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it'd be awesome. Sit on a tractor, listen to fucking death metal, plowing the rows. Like, I could do that. I'd be content doing it. Leave me the hell alone. I got work to do.
Take your monthly trip into town to get
Hell
supplies.
yeah. I'm not a people person. I like Brooks and Dunn. Oh, I can sing you a lot of good '90s country songs. I got you. Yeah, she works from home other than one day a week.
Yeah, for now.
I can't do my job. I could if I had a machine, but take you down to the Grundy County auction. You know, we actually have a Grundy County that's fairly close to us, and I'm like, do they have an auction?
Yep, it's not that far away.
Go find my next wife. I was very upset in 2020 when Joe Diffie died. If that tells you anything. A lot of music. I'm not. I'm a multifaceted individual. I'm not just rock and metal. Listen to a little bit of a lot of things. I know, Doodle. That's what I'm saying. Tried to make a knife once out of a big file. It was not easy as I thought it would be. It's knife making is not easy. It gets easier depending on the machines that you have, but it's not easy. I have made a couple knives out of files. In fact, I have one for sale right now. It's a pretty cool thing to do if you can do it right. Because a lot of the files, as long as you keep them cool while you're messing with them, like you can not heat treat. So that was the hat that Zach got. This is one of the hats I'm talking about.
I'm sure you gave it.
Thought I had two of those. Okay.
I thought that was the dog making sounds.
Oh, just my stomach. So that is a fairy rasp that I made a knife out of. And that's maple, dyed maple, just like your two knives are. Like that one is. But yeah, that was a fun knife. Lena's cousin is a farrier, so I was able to get.
He does some farrier work.
No,
he dabbles.
He dabbles in farrier work,
Yeah.
but I got some used farrier rasps from him, and I've done some like bastard file. I did one bastard file. But yeah, the rasps that I got from him, I didn't put two and two together, and so I got the file from him, and I started grinding on the knife, and I was like, it smells like shit in my knife shop. Oh, this is the right. Yeah, so stock removal, there's some quirks and learning curves with it, but it's not as bad as like uh, forging. Forging, you get into a lot more technicalities, especially with like making Damascus and shit like that. So Someday, when I become a real knife maker, I'll be able to make folders. When I become a real boy. Knock it off. So hollow. Maybe this was the Matrix. Or not.
Hey, T.
Yeah, I was like, all right, burnt or tea.
You like tripping balls while cooking or some shit?
Yeah, I was about to say, I love how there's no context. She's like, "Pow!" Okay, I go away now. What? What? Picked up this beauty while we were up in Ohio from the guy that was next to us. He did that out of O1 Tool Steel. Did a hell of a job. And then this is G10 with G10 pins and orange line. He did his own leather sheet, which I will get into doing more leather sheets again. I gotta get some better leather. Any one prisoner can do it with a spoon and a toothbrush. You can do it. Hey, shanks are still a knife.
Not wrong. Anything can be turned into a knife. I was gonna say if you're brave enough, but it doesn't really make any sense.
I mean, out in prison, like you got nothing to talk.
Exactly.
Might try to get dopey and get a belt sander. I think. You could do a belt sander. You could do a angle grinder. You could do a file. It just all depends on how much elbow grease you want to put into it. Try it with a flat disc on a grinder. See? Then once you get into like grinding and stuff like that, you're content-ish. Then you get into some crazier things like Damascus and Hamones. And
I don't have the patience for a file. I had ADHD.
fair.
Oh, give me that book.
How dare you?
Wow.
It's your turn.
Why with the claws?
It's your turn. I know, Doodle. That's what I was trying to say to your mom. Put sandpaper on CDC. What? Oh, Jesus. Shoot me a picture of it, Dadis.
Anytime you say his name like that, I always expect you to be like, Daddy. Shoot me a picture of it, Daddy.
God.
Someone has to ask for it.
I mean, I don't have any issues with saying that. It's just we don't know each other that well yet. Like, damn, chill.
Shoot it, Daddy. Oh, God.
I don't know you that well yet, bro.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
Shit, you have to tell an animal. Don't put your ass on my arm.
Get out of your sister's asshole or
Get
brother's
out of your
asshole.
brother's asshole.
Don't eat that. Don't lick that.
This is why on the lives I just say alcohol. We have video chat. Who's that?
Yeah.
We do have the start of a buddy.
Which, like, you want to jump in calling him Daddy, like, super
No,
soon?
not yet. I need dinner first. Damn.
Have a good night, Dopey.
Have a good one, Dopey.
Talking about Daddy's an asshole.
Have you been to our lives before?
Right.
Oh, God. Calm down. Well, I'm trying to make it to where you're comfortable.
I was gonna make a joke and say calling him Daddy would be like saying I love you like 3 days into a relationship, and I was like,
You're not wrong.
I'm glad I thought that one through before saying
I absolutely am like,
it. How lame is that? Are you trying to get him to jump off your shoulder or just messing with him?
just messing with him.
Yeah, he got me too on my leg.
I heard.
With your sharp claws, Link.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
We don't know for sure. Could have been a hobo. Could have been an illegal. We don't know. Jesus. Wonder how many times this happened off cam.
I need to find out what city Dopey lives in so I can avoid it. He doesn't live that far from us.
About 40 minutes away from us.
Yep, so you're good.
We're both on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something. Something. I got excited.
Jeez.
Oh, hey, hey,
And then you burp.
Yep. I've got something else that's cool to show off.
Nope.
Do that every damn time.
Click the present button.
We are bringing back the Hyperion with a new cutout. So once we put in our order, we'll have these available with the Black Star logo. I feel like that needs to be a little bit smaller. But
I guess fine.
we will have a very limited run of these. Unless people like them and they want to order, then we'll do another order.
Those were the solid bottle openers that we did like several years ago.
Yeah, Falk wants one of the Sam ones.
Yeah, no.
Do we have 10 of them?
Yeah.
Oh. Appreciate it, man. We've done several different variations of the Hyperion to include autism pieces. And we also did a run of fancy material. So this is Damascus. Surprisingly, still is in pretty good condition.
Mm-hmm. Consider you admitting your Bobo data? He's just a high class Bobo.
That's the best type of Bobo.
To be a high class Bobo with stars.
No, would you still have stars in your eyes if you were a high class Bobo?
With crack on your mind.
Or in your eye.
Tell her it's a pretty woman. I didn't think he was still looking.
He's always looking.
Not the thought.
Yeah. Nice.
I make up, like, I change words to songs all the time. You can ask Chris.
Yep.
He usually doesn't like my shenanigans. He just shakes his head. But
I have a Honda Shadow. I love my bike.
Hey, nothing happened to it during the storm apocalypse, so we just paid it off.
Waiting to get that piece of paper that says it's all. Yeah, it's not a bad bike for a first bike. I'm a bigger guy, so I wish I would have gone with something a little bit bigger. Not necessarily engine wise, but like frame wise. Um, uh, we've been going through IVF, and we were up in Franklin for you to get some polyps removed,
Yeah, that's my surgery.
and I ended up going over to the Harley shop just to like waste some time, and they put me on this badass bike. I fell in love, and I was like, nope, I do not need this right now because I will get in trouble.
That would have been a thrill, though, to come out of surgery and Chris be like, "So, what I did while you were in surgery."
Here's what happened was.
I would have been so.
Oh, I know you.
I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I wasn't even in surgery for that long.
That's a quick process. We just have another bike in it. You would have been irate.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Well, I mean, you would have been able to be irate. It's just me.
Oh, you're sending oh pictures of your bike.
No. Pictures of the bike that I built.
Ah.
But then I'll send a picture. Blue, stop licking.
Don't lick my pants. Just quit licking. He said I have a baby Harley 883 because it's my first bike that is not a dirt bike, and I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'9".
Yeah, like I I like Harleys. Like my mom was almost born on one. But you for sure are paying for the name, and we didn't really have a whole lot of money, and bikes are expensive anyway. So I got on the Shadow, and I liked it, and it's got a lot of get up and go. It's just I need a bigger.
Everybody's taller than me too, so. But I'm actually a little bit taller than you, Paul. Not by much, but a little bit.
Who did I send a picture of my bike to last? Guess that would be it. No, no.
Here you go.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah, Lena is 5 foot.
5'1.5".
So this was the bike that I fell in love with. Not crazy about the taller handlebars, but sitting on it, it was comfortable. Oop, wrong way. But it's 2018. And that color scheme was. That's my bike. All right.
Yep.
So the only thing that I've really done to this bike is I got rid of all the speakers.
Yeah, they were stupid. They didn't really work that
They
well.
didn't really work that well, and they looked bad. And I don't listen to music when I listen to music, but I'm not trying to blare music when I'm on my bike. So that Harley does someday. I'm telling you what's going to happen is we're going to take my bike, we're going to lower it so it'll be your bike, and I can go get your bike. Yeah, it's clean for sure, but it's a 750. Just about time to start riding season again.
Yep.
I gotta do the oil change on it.
I was gonna say, do some maintenance stuff to it.
I gotta do the oil change, and then at some point before the season really kicks off, I gotta get that back tire replaced.
Mhm.
I'd like to put bags on it, but we'll see. Just all depends on the money that we have and whether you're pregnant. There we go. Need a little TLC. Bones are good. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I have a buddy that I went to high school with. He lives up in Indiana now. He just recently got himself a Harley, and I was like, "Hey man, you care if I take it out? I got my motorcycle license." He said, "Yeah, no problem. We're the same height, but his legs are longer than mine, and I didn't anticipate that. So I got on his bike and went to go take off, and I was tiptoeing, and I was like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit!" Oh yeah. If we had the money, I would like to get Indian Cruiser, but I'd also like to get a hold of like some old bikes, like old Panhead or something like that. But money.
Yeah.
I just told my grandpa when he was still kicking. I said I want to get an old Panhead, and he was like, "Okay, that's cool," because he rode a Harley. Um, and I was like, "But I want a suicide shifter," and he's like, "No, you don't." I was like, "Yeah, I do." He's like, "Trust me, no, you don't." So I still want to. I might die, but
That's the reason why they call it a suicide
it'd be
ship.
cool for like 2 seconds. It takes a lot to get used to because you gotta pull one arm off to shift. So you got one arm on, you got control, you're good. Drop one arm all the time, especially when I'm going through town.
Well, yeah, I know the speed limit's only 30, so that's fine. But
I do it sometimes when I'm going 55.
don't tell me that.
I still have full control.
Yeah, but it's not like driving a car. Like you don't have a rounded steering wheel, right? You have handlebars. So
Yeah, but honestly, with a bike, if I need to make a quick maneuver, I'm doing that with my hips anyways.
blue stop. But
Well, you got anything else?
no,
I don't either. We're gonna get off here so we can go eat our dinner and get her prepped for her shot and all the other fun things that we have to do on a Sunday because I get to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you had to work
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah. Yep. Hey, we appreciate you jumping on the live, man.
Mhm.
Like I said, we're gonna try and get everything packed up to ship tonight, so it'll ship tomorrow.
Yep.
But we appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Friday. Stay sharp. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and if you do, don't get caught. Deuces.
Bye.